has an incredibly strong laning phase. Actually, many mid laners in Europe regard her as the strongest early laning phase overall. So that's the win push in the mid. That means that Nidalee will be able to invade. But you do have that really nasty, gnarly top lane 2v2 combo with the Poppy and the Gragas. So if CLG finds standard lanes, technically, SKT should struggle a little bit to stay alive, because at least one of those lanes should be under pressure from the Gragas early until the Nidalee can get the CS advantage.
Gentlemen, I need a prediction and a one-liner as to why you feel a team will win this opening game. SKT or CLG Deficio?
SKT, I don't trust 100% in CLG's team fighting comp, because we just haven't seen that style really be impactful before.
Good, 2 lines, I like it.
It's a long line.
SKT because Faker, to make up for Deficio's long line.
There you have it, adding a second line on. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the LCK takeover as we head over to Doa and Monty.
Hey guys, welcome to game number 1 here on day 2 of the Intel Extreme Masters World Championships. I'm Doa, that's Monte Cristo, and we're about to go into SK Telecom versus CLG, the matchup that Monty was born to cast.
That's right, I'm here, my former team versus the 2-time world champion team that I cast in Korea. So it should be a good time. A bit interesting in this one, actually. Faker has actually played Lulu more times than any other champion this season, and it will be Huhi's first game on Lux this year.
Blank on Nidalee too, which is going to be interesting to see. A lot of questions about that guy as we move on to Summoner's Rift.
Yeah, and that's very curious because SK Telecom almost always bans out the Nidalee. And they have never played a game with it this year. So it's a bit of a mix-up here for sure. They're trying something new, and we'll have to see if SKT can make it work or not.
Sometimes you can really struggle when they decide to flip the switch.
Yeah, it's definitely true. They certainly have a stronger mid and late game, but there have been a lot of mistakes. I mean, we have to remember SKT is coming off 2 consecutive losses versus Longzhu and the Afrika Freaks. So it hasn't been easy for them. We are going to see the Dragon get taken down now by Blank. Wolf will just go ahead and switch off on the aggro for that. Will be a bit of a slow take here, but good timing. Overall, this won't be interrupted. So Blank starting that while the turret was still going down, and they're going to get a head start on the Dragon stacks.
Yeah, an early Dragon for SKT. I feel like that's something we don't generally see a lot. Be careful, Blank. Okay, it's all right. SKT gets Dragon number 1.
Looks like Aframu and Stixay will be heading back down to that bottom lane, so everybody's swapping back up again. Bang and Darshan going head-to-head.
Yeah, Darshan actually taking quite a bit of damage here. Teleport coming in on the Bang to try and take some pressure off. Darshan low, playing Pang rather, takes first blood. That TP canceled. Didn't want to follow through with it, and so just the 1v1. Bang getting a kill already. Yep, CLG's going to grab that red buff. Looks like SK Telecom is going to go for the Rift Herald. Duke gets grabbed, and he's actually going to bring in Aframu as well with him. Duke trying to back away, but Stixay helps Xsmithy pick up the kill. Wow, Duke just getting completely caught there. Great play by Aframu too.
Yeah, absolutely. Duke way too far forward there, gets caught out, gets a little bit greedy. So second Dragon of the game looks like it will be going over to CLG. Barring some sort of desperation. Nice poke there to set up this objective.
All right, this is Blank's moment, man. This is where he comes in and steals it with Nidalee, and everyone's like, Blank, you're pretty good after all. But he's walking around the side. Looks like they may want to fight this anyway. They're trying to push CLG back for the moment, taking out a couple wards.
It's risky for SKT.
Very risky right now. They just don't have a ton of power at the moment. Dragon getting lower. Blank, Faker's there. Faker only has half his life right now. Dragon does not get stolen. Xsmithy secures it for CLG. And SK Telecom just has to back off. And CLG put a lot of good pressure on early, but they need to keep it going. A push in the mid lane certainly would do a lot to help that. Uh-oh, Bang. Going to take a lot of damage here. Actually gets pulled into the culling. Nice hook from Aframu to secure that kill for CLG. Bang just overstaying his welcome there by the turret.
Well, he walked up because he actually didn't have his True Shot Barrage to clear that wave, but instead Aframu just lands another great hook and takes the kill.
I gotta say, man, Aframu's had a pretty awesome game so far. Move soon.
Yeah, but they keep grouping up. They keep trying to play this way, and Faker is frozen deep in his own lane. And the advantage here for CLG is that bottom lane is just constantly pressuring, pushing with the minion wave now that 2 are down. They're going to start to TP in.
That's right. They're going to bring in Faker and Duke on that ward. Going to go in down to Huhi, who gets knocked up by that Braum. Ultimate culling comes in. SKT Blank gets the kill anyway. Faker will ult himself to knock up Aframu, slow him down. They've got to get through the box. Duke's going to tank that one wall, try to get Faker a little bit closer. There's the Whimsy, and there's a kill for Faker on SK Telecom, getting 2. for the blue side off of that engagement.
I mean, at a certain point, CLG became very predictable. They had tried that mid lane pressure like 4 or 5 times in a row at that stage, and they had SKT preempted it. They had already sent their TPs into the side lane so they could go ahead and make that play. They had the ward set up in mid, and they used the TPs at precisely the same time on the same ward, which makes it very difficult to tell how many people are actually going to be arriving. It was all 5. They catch out CLG and pick up a couple of kills. Huhi trying to make a play.
Yeah, trying to get down there on the Faker. Light Binding doesn't connect, though. Faker dodging around, uses the Frost Queen's claim just to slow Darshan. And so the reverse pressure, the reverse gank attempt coming in from CLG doesn't quite do the trick. They might still be able to get that mid lane. Oh, bang! Snipe stick save from across the map. True shot barrage does work.
If you can't really pressure them early, they have been pretty good in the late game.
Very true. Bang over the wall, finds Afromu. Easy kill for SKT Bang. Had the ward, knew exactly where to go.
Forces a flash too. Just Bang coming in, doesn't have to use a summoner, kills the support.
I knew support Lulu could do that much damage because that's just how I play support Lulu. But mid, you know, you don't see it as often. True shot barrage doesn't hit Huhi. It was a nice try. Whoa, Faker going a little bit too early and gets grabbed after the wild growth. He's gonna go down. Stuck around a little bit too long. That's Faker. Blank trying to get out of there, gets protected by his support a little bit.
Well, this is how they lost the Afrika Freaks. Remember, they were 5K ahead, and they started playing overly aggressive, getting caught out, and that allowed the Freaks to come back into this game. Stixxay in trouble.
All right, they're going for it. Stixxay over the wall there. Afromu with another grab. He gets taken down. Blank jumping onto Xmithie. Can't follow him over the wall, though. So they do lose someone. Stixxay very low. Oh, true shot barrage. Bang, anticipating where Huhi was going to dash to. He got him. And now SKT pushing in onto this inhibitor turret. Huhi very low. Double kill now for Bang. Bang has been unleashed, man. Another big ult from Darshan before he dies, but didn't stop Bang. Just going to wait for his team to catch up, and they're going to easily get an inhibitor out of this, and they may get a little bit more, actually. This might just be it.
I mean, CLG, their big problem here is that they just didn't do anything in this game. They had the nice trades early on. They played out their script very well. This is a team that is knowledgeable about how these early lane swaps are going to go, what plays they can make. But when they're off script, they just couldn't compete with SK Telecom. They couldn't make the plays, and then SKT outscaled them.
And that is it. GG, SK Telecom taking out CLG in our first game of day number 2 here at the Intel Extreme Masters World Championships. And, you know, it wasn't really